Former Philadelphia police officer Mark Dial just learned his fate for killing Eddie Irizarry during a traffic stop in 2023.
Dial was sentenced to immediate parole at a sentencing hearing this morning, meaning he will not serve any jail time. This comes after a split verdict back in May. The jury found Dial guilty of voluntary manslaughter, but not guilty of third-degree murder. At the heart of this case was whether Dial was justified in using deadly force when he fired 6 shots into a car, killing Irizarry.
Action News reporter Jessica Cartalia live outside the courthouse for us with the emotional reaction to this decision. Jessica?
Well, John and Sarah, audible gasps were heard throughout the courtroom. Dial could walk out of these doors any minute now after being granted immediate release. A judge sentenced him to a minimum of 9.5 months in prison, but he'd already served 10 months behind bars. The former Philadelphia police officer was found guilty on charges of voluntary manslaughter, possession of an instrument of a crime, and recklessly endangering another person. He opened fire on 27-year-old Eddie Irizarry in August of 2023. That was during a traffic stop in Kensington. Dial testified that his partner had yelled "gun." That was also heard on body camera footage. The judge said that he believes that Dial feels deep remorse for shooting Irizarry, who was not armed with a gun but had a knife with him. When he read his sentence, there was an audible gasp, as I mentioned, from the courtroom. It was filled with many of Irizarry's family members. They tell us that they wanted to see Dial serve time behind bars.
My nephew's life as if it didn't matter at all. He literally took his life. There was more than enough evidence. 6 seconds, for crying out loud, and he gets to go home again. And what do we have? Now to go to a cemetery and visit Eddie all over again. But we didn't fail him. The system failed him.
Mark Dial was a dedicated public servant. He risked his life every day for perfect strangers. This case obviously was a terrible tragedy, and in a big sense, there's no winners or losers here. But the judge did the right thing today.
I asked the defense attorneys when we may see Dial leave the courthouse. They said as soon as possible. We're live in Center City this noon. Jessica Cartalia, Channel 6 Action News. Back to you both.
Okay, Jessica, thank you.